Welcome to part 3 of the Cheap Bike Build-Off project. It's time to remove everything from the frame and see what we have to work with. The rules for this challenge are to build a bike for $150 or less and have it done by February 29th. The original Shimano HG chain shows very little wear, so I'm reusing that, along with most of the 200GS drivetrain. I don't care for these original plastic VP pedals. I'm sure I've got something better that I can replace them with. I'm keeping the original straddle cables, but the brake cables and shifter cables will all get replaced with stainless steel Jaguar cables. I don't like grip shift. I'm just going to put it out there. I really don't like it. It's going to come off of this bike, and I'm going to replace it with thumb shifters. This riser bar and stem with a Canty cable stop in it are going to get reused. The Cantys will get reinstalled, but we'll replace these 30-year-old brake pads for sure. Both derailleurs will get serviced and reinstalled. Anytime you're extracting low-end square taper crank arms, ensure that the threads are clean and that you have full engagement with your extractor threads. The extractor threads on these lower end cranks are just never as strong as something like an XT or XTR. I've seen so many of these extractor threads stripped out over the years, and it's typically not because the arm is on too tight. It's because the mechanic didn't take the time to make sure that the threads were fully engaged before starting the extraction. I was really hoping to rebuild this original bottom bracket, but once I removed it, it was pretty clear that it had been bone dry for a long time and it had plenty of condensation rusting away the bearings. If the races are still good, these cup and cone bottom brackets can be rebuilt, but it's usually not worth the time. This bike was obviously kept indoors, so it was pretty shocking to see how much rust was in the bottom bracket itself. But it's a good reminder of just how much damage condensation alone can do on a steel frame. These drive side bearings were even worse than the non-drive side. I'll measure up this bottom bracket and see if I have a used cartridge unit that I can replace it with. The headset bearings are dry as a bone, but they're in really good shape. The races look good, bearings look good, the chrome looks good on the bearings. They're going to get rebuilt and repacked, reassembled. So that's a new one. I don't know why there's covers over the vent holes on the seat tube and down tube. Same in the head tube. I don't know why you'd plug those up. Seems like a bad idea. So I removed these condensation collection seals. I have no idea why they were in there. These headset races look really good. There's no signs of peening from being run loose. They look really nice. The bottom bracket shell is a rusty mess. I knocked all the rust out of it and wire brushed it outside. I'll chase and face this BB shell in the next video. All in all, this 91 Talon is a great base. The only real surprise is the rusty bottom bracket shell, which I'll chase and face. Next video will show all the frame prep and we'll have it ready to start building back up. I'm including links to the other Cheap Bike Build-Off builders in the description, so please check out their videos. Stay tuned and thanks for watching.